10 o'clock on this late Friday night, April 10th, 2020. It is time now for the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Friday night, April 10th, 2020. It's 10 o'clock on this late Friday night, and the temperature is 39 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Friday night is what the Wall Street Journal board gets excited about Trump's popular quarter by baseball. Meanwhile, President Trump announced a second task force on reopening the economy as he weighs his biggest decision yet. Texas sees coronavirus lockdown under executive order to restore livelihoods, governor said. WHO sees welcome Florida coronavirus cases in order to hit countries warns against lifting restrictions too soon. U.S. Surgeon General says parts of the country could open in May. Not everyone didn't get an $12 coronavirus stimulus check here. Coronavirus stimulus cards for Americans are being discussed. Drew Brees picks NBC over ESPN and Monday Night Football setback. Second coronavirus vaccine trial begins in U.S. using skin-deep shots. With Sanders out, will Obama step off the sidelines for Biden? Experimental drug remdesivir shows potential for coronavirus. Early research suggests. U.S. Attorney's Office led to the probe of a Massachusetts Veterans Nursing Home in Holyoke started a deadly COVID-19 outbreak. Top members to the shuttering pandemic monitoring program and then scramble to extend it. Louisiana insurance expected to the Easter services fight coronavirus. Satan and the virus will not stop us. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is able to be walked in as coronavirus condition improves. Portugal's criticizes Netherlands over commitment to EU. The Notre Dame Cathedral holds a small Good Friday service amid coronavirus lockdown most of the year after the fire. White House officials watching Boston in COVID-19. Major auto insurance companies to give rebates to the Mexicans for driving less. As the river prices fall, most in 5 years as gasoline pledges and travel costs decline at a record pace. Stock markets bears freak out as desperate Fed puts junk bond feast. Venture capitalist studs CNBC by saying we should let hedge funds fail. 50,000 years ago, Neanderthals were making string. Mars helicopter attached to the NASA's Perseverance rover. See Earth through the eyes of a Mercury-bound spacecraft saying goodbye to home. Ron Johnson sends doctors note Trump urgent action on hydroxychloroquine. CDC delivers question news for the cruise industry. Cruise line stocks. With the U.S. death toll from the coronavirus pandemic expected to peak over the weekend, most of the countries will still be firmly under stay-at-home orders in Easter. British Prime Minister Boris starts taking short walks at hospital down the street. Re-emerging Ebola reported to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Coronavirus deaths toll 100,000. WHO warns of outbreak in Africa. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin did never wrong when he refused to turn over President Trump's tax return to the Congressional Committee last year, and an Inspector General reported said Friday. Amber alerted issued for 4 children believed to be in Colorado. Violent weather across South Connecticut for a dangerous Easter weekend. Los Angeles County prosecutors announced Friday that they filed new sexual assault charges against convicted film producer Harvey Weinstein based in the 2010 allegations in the Beverly Hills, California hotel. Residents found New Hampshire Maine woke up in Good Friday morning to a blanket of snow for more cups of generated in April. Governor Andrew Cuomo said on Friday that in New York recorded another day of more than 700 deaths from COVID-19, but said there have been fewer admissions in intensive care. Taking a look at some local news. Foxborough, local families taking an extended respite for the rigor at home less than plans will have to wait until summer recess now. Scheduled to begin on June 17th. The number of Taunton residents tested positive for coronavirus rose by nearly 10% from Thursday to Friday, as late Friday afternoon to 185. In Boston, as the numbers of new coronavirus cases and COVID-19 patients requiring hospitalization showed what the state officials expect to be a peak within the next 10 days. So Governor Baker said Friday that Massachusetts also currently at roughly 55% capacity. In a press conference, which sounds mostly clearly frustrated, the governor put a final level in detailed information about the hospital beds already filled and those able to be handled COVID-19 patients focus everyone is safe. We are about to have a very difficult couple of weeks. In Massachusetts, it's going to be 3 weeks, and it could be 4, depending on how this whole thing plays out. People have put the ton of work preparing so we could do everything to make sure that only we're able to serve the people we're going to deal with in COVID-19, but we're able to make sure our healthcare system continue to take care of the people who have the incidence illness and then heart attacks and everything else. And I'm single-A Massachusetts, Baker said, our goal is to make sure we get enough capacity in place and we can continue to do things we have been done on behalf of people who need to and take care of people who are dealing with the COVID as part of the surge. That's our focus. That should be a focus, and it should be what people in Massachusetts should think about. Baker and state officials said the model project would be wrapped some between April 10th and April 20th. Friday, the governor said data from recent days that Chesapeake might be closer to April 20th. He said the model protect checks the virus could result in 2,500 new cases today this week. Shortly after the government said Massachusetts reported 2,033 new cases after reported 2,151 new cases on Thursday. And Baker said, even to see finding the daily case of a new hospitalization, we need to make some adjustment on planning and will. This time, we still in upward slow to the panic. And before the COVID-19 pandemic, Massachusetts about 11,000 hospitals that's going to use to treat coronavirus patients. Baker said, what we 94 acute care beds and over 1,500 intensive care unit beds. Planning and preparation to surge of COVID-19 patients, hospital have been able to add 25 beds, 13 acute care beds, and 12 ICU beds in the state has created 1,000 more beds at the field hospitals, ECU, etc., and Worcester. Boston Convention Exhibition Center and elsewhere. The Prince of Massachusetts total of 1,300 beds after the women and surge planning and a hospital established a field hospital, 7 in acute care beds, 27 in ICU beds. To put a final point in our current models that suggested that Massachusetts should have a target of 27 ICU beds available, which are available to be 200. Available for the COVID missions, and Baker said we will have to expand this capacity with our hospitals yesterday if we move forward. Hospitals are as a coronavirus outbreak continues to keep many staff so residents come out of homes. Local council is trying to divert to February to support their patients. Rain 3, their first 100 days marked by coronavirus pandemic response. Governor Baker signs the bill to suspend MEMCAS for the school year. Brockton and coronavirus hotspot search for the reason beyond surge in the case. And now, sports time at 10:07. TJ Husband on the NFL draft. XFL suspends operation lays off the plays. No plans to return in 2021. Denver Broncos also suspended mid-journals before pass rush to Simon Cowboys. The Texans Rams are not Brandon Cook trade. Peter Childers on 10:08. Time now for Peter Channel traffic and transit check on this late Friday night. Beep on the MTA Fairmont Whistle Line train 1514 is operating 5 minutes after between Worcester and South Station due to medical emergency and Thursday on London Good. Okay. 120 on the northbound side, a little bit slow around. 2A in Lexington. Route 9 westbound, a little bit slow. Newton, Connecticut, and 91 northbound side, a little bit. 89 northbound, also Montpelier, Vermont, and Maine to back on the northbound side, also Augusta, Maine. And now, looking at the weather situation at 10:08. Line the rain showers to line from Keener to all the way down to Worcester, Massachusetts, and never line and back to rain showers in northwest Rhode Island and down through southern portions of southeastern portions of Rhode Island and out to sea. Okay, look at our forecast. It goes like this. Isolated showers between 11 p.m. and midnight, mostly clouds with 32 degrees, west about 8 miles an hour, gust highs 20 miles an hour, to the 20%. Saturday, sun's got about 52 degrees, west about 10 to 14 miles an hour for Saturday night. Mostly clouds got about 32 degrees, southwest with about 8 miles an hour for Sunday. Increase got about 57 degrees, slight southwest with the southwest 5 to 10 miles over the border. Sunday night, check the showers be after 4 a.m. Mostly clouds about 47 degrees, south about 10 miles an hour, chance rate 30%. Monday, showers done so possible at 4 p.m. 161 degrees, breeze with southern about 16 and 25 miles an hour, gust highs 36 miles an hour, chance rate 9%. Monday night, Shot likely main before 9 p.m. Mostly clouds with 47 degrees. Breeze to the west about 11:21 miles an hour. Gust highs 34 miles an hour. Chance of 6% for Tuesday. Sight cover 58 degrees of westbound 11:13 miles an hour. Gust highs 25 miles an hour. Tuesday night. Partly clouds low about 36 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 8 miles an hour for Wednesday. Partly south cover 50 degrees and light southwest wind. And Wednesday night. Partly clouds about 34 degrees and light southwest wind for Thursday. Check the shots. Partly south cover 51 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Chance of 30% for tonight. Partly clouds cover low about 34 degrees. West about 7 miles an hour. And for Friday, most sides cover 51 degrees. West about 8 miles an hour. Right now, not in it is an overcast of 40 degrees. That's given for the Peter Channel. 10 o'clock news on this April 10th, 2020 on a late Friday night. P-Words will be up. Good night. Good positive. See you tomorrow morning with a more report. Stay safe, stay positive, be healthy, be well, and be safe. Have a good night.